What's going on, guys? I wanted to give you a diet update and all things food after doing a recent grocery haul. If you're not familiar with my channel or me in general, I modeled professionally for many years, and over that time I obviously learned lots of tips and tricks on how to get super shredded for shoots, but also staying really lean and healthy each and every year. Now, while I've mostly stepped away from modeling, I am very involved with my menswear line and I still model for it. So I do stay in shape. I just don't go crazy lean all year, and I've incorporated more fats in my diet for hormone reasons and just overall health. Versus modeling, you just have to be at a very low body fat percentage all year, and it just wasn't something that I was willing to do because I love food too. But I do find this healthy balance where I'm at right now. I'm 6 foot, 45 years old, and I'm 205 pounds at the moment. So I'm about to get right down into it. Before I do, I'm gonna try to break it down into proteins, fats, and carbs, and just the overall items I'm eating, so you can have a better idea if you're gonna maybe mimic some of the approaches I have and you go to the grocery store and you're curious about what to actually buy. But you should know that I'm no longer weighing my food. I've done it for so long that I've really got to the point where I can just gauge my body each day by looking in the mirror, each week by my overall weight. And you have to keep in mind also that I'm a very active person with volleyball, beach volleyball 3 times a week, and also the gym in terms of weights for 3 to 4 days a week, including some cardio. I bring that up because, of course, energy in and energy out is it equates to however your lifestyle is at the moment, right? So you're going to want to figure out what your baseline calories are. So I highly recommend downloading my free content, which is the year-round 6-pack What I Eat and the year-round 6-pack How I Train. And you can just download those. Those are PDFs that you can check out. I haven't updated them in a few years, but it's it's generally pretty much the same of what I've always done. I've just tweaked things a little bit, but I'm telling you, it works regardless. And between this video and those downloadables, you're going to be more than well on your way to getting into a healthier lifestyle and rhythm, and learn a lot in the process and watch more of my follow-up videos. All right, let's start this off with the proteins, as my diet is very protein forward, always has been. It's the most satiating of all the caloric intake you can have. So eggs. Whole eggs. I used to eat too many egg whites. Now I did that at the time because I really had to keep my fats low to stay super lean for shoots. There's different approaches you can do, but I always found that I had to kind of go low fat at the time. Now for health purposes and just overall hormonal balance, I stick with whole eggs, and I also like to do hard-boiled eggs that I break up earlier in the week by just boiling those early on. They're just great snacks to always have nearby. And eggs are the most bioavailable source of protein. You probably heard me say that many times, but don't forget it. And a word from our sponsor. You guessed it, my brand, Weston Boucher. Shameless plug, I know. But this is what I do, this is what I live and breathe, and this was an answer to your guys' question about style solutions. I wanted to create something to bridge designer level quality to reasonable price points, all while giving guys who stay in shape all year something that fits and complements their physique, right? So it's essentially attainable luxury for an active man, which translates into guys who stay in shape, who want to dress nice, present themselves better, and the entire collection is very complementary to each other. Everything is interchangeable, everything fits the same. If you have broad shoulders, small waist, and you're active, like I said, it's going to complement all your hard work. And it's also very classic, and there's subtle notes of sophistication through every design. Now, these are not white label. I design everything myself alongside my developer, and we go through the entire collection and constantly refine it and tweak it based on customer feedback. And go check out all the 5-star reviews for yourself, guys. Don't take it from me, but guys have been really amped, and I'm super dedicated to this brand. Hence why I've been so pulled away from YouTube. I have a special code for you in the description below, just for my YouTube viewers. So please do check it out, and I appreciate the continued support of my brand, as you guys are what's got me to where I am now. So thank you for that. So my diet is still very much whole foods based, but I do have some processed items that are exceptions to the rule, such as Greek yogurt, packed with protein. I go with the whole milk version, so there are some fats in there as well. It's delicious, and I am going to get to the next item that I combine with that, which are blueberries. What a combo. There's lots of studies that say that you get a lot of cognitive benefit by having blueberries each day. So I have those in the morning with the Greek yogurt, and I also have eggs with that. I do have some breakfast suggestions in my free downloadables that I mentioned. Flank steak, if you're not familiar with this cut, wow, it is so good. It's lean, it's delicious. I can't recommend it enough. Chicken thighs. You thought I was gonna say chicken breast like always. Nope, like I said, incorporating more fats into my diet, and I am not sorry one bit. Oh my God, it's so much more delicious. It's more moist, it's not all dry like a chicken breast. Granted, I know chicken breast can be done the right way and it's decent, but nothing compares to chicken thighs in my opinion, in the air fryer especially. So with the chicken thighs, love to air fry those. You do air fry at 8 minutes for the thighs. Make sure you flatten them out. One side for 8 minutes and the other side for 8 minutes on air fry mode at, I believe, the 400 temperature on most air fryers. And they turn out amazing. And then you can do a delicious Mediterranean Greek bowl. Oh my God, these are so good. I have a couple toppings on there, like pickled onions and some tzatziki. Whew, very good, highly recommend. Chopped cucumber, gotta do it. Ground turkey, which I like to use for my ground turkey tacos that are delicious. You can also use them for things like stuffed bell peppers as well. Tuna, I love to pair this with the avocado-based mayo. It's delicious. I mostly combine that with these really healthy crackers that I found that have super minimal ingredients, which I'll show you later in this video. Oh, and with avocado. If you made it this far in this video, you are one of very few. Statistically speaking, on YouTube channels, people don't make it this far. And the bonus for that is, you didn't know until now, I've been in my underwear this whole time. Ha! YouTube analytics says that people drop off usually by the 3-minute mark max. Just across the board. I mean, I know that I ramble, so I'm not surprised. It's just freaking boiling in here with these lights on and everything. So gotta do what I gotta do. All right, another protein that kind of verges on the side of fats a little bit too is cottage cheese, because I don't want to do low-fat cottage cheese. I am enjoying full-fat foods at this point in my life, is what it is. For those of you who don't know, Daisy is a really good brand. It's kosher and it's very affordable compared to all these fancy pants brands that are super expensive and double the price. Ground beef, also use it for taco options and for delicious burgers. See, I don't know if you've noticed so far, you don't have to eat lettuce and rabbit food to stay lean all year. You just got to get to know your body and the amount of energy you output each week versus the amount of energy you're taking in. So just monitoring your calories. You don't have to eat boring. And when you're eating cleaner in terms of whole food and organic and the best brands you can find in terms of ingredients, your system's just running cleaner. So you're gonna feel better, you're gonna look better. Imported extra virgin olive oil, delicious, and I use it on almost everything I cook, especially when I'm frying things. So many health benefits. To revisit real quick, whole eggs. Again, super healthy source of fats. Don't miss this one. Really big healthy fat is gonna be avocados. Oh my gosh, do not miss this one. So many health benefits to avocados. Try to have one a day if you can. Raw milk, you heard me right. You might not have it in your local store. It's easy to find here in Southern California, big surprise. But I was just curious because there's all this talk about it. I know it's on a controversial topic for some. I'm still here. It seems amazing to me. It's delicious. I really can't tell a big difference. It's nothing crazy. The ultra pasteurized has an effect on the milk. You can do your own research on your end, but I'm enjoying it not only in my coffee at times, but just with my protein shakes as well. So yes, I still am supplementing with a protein shake about once a day. Sometimes I'll just throw ice, a banana, and some raw milk in there, and that'll get me another 24 to 20 something with the banana amounts of protein, which is great. So it's really good to keep that protein quota on point, trust me. I neglected to film some B-roll, but some other fats that I have are raw almonds, as well as, oh yeah, peanut butter. I tried the whole almond butter thing still to this day. Tried all the brands and I just always end up going back to peanut butter. I know it's not as healthy, but come on, it's better. I know from doing past videos, there's some purists out there, and feel free to troll me in the comments, but this is what works for me. I'm not telling you gotta adopt it verbatim. I just know that this has worked for me for the most part over the years, and I'm happy, and I eat the things that I want to. And on weekends, I splurge a little and have some nasty, crazy stuff like pizza, Taco Bell, you know, wings, stuff like that. But I balance it out by eating relatively healthy during the week. As you can see, Monday through Friday, these are the things that I'm ingesting. Okay, carbs, my favorite. Steamed rice, big surprise. I go with jasmine rice. I prefer it the most, and I use my Instant Pot. And pro tip, do not push the rice button. That's what I used to do. Big fail. If you just do the pressure cook setting and put it on 3 minutes total, that's it. And you match the ratio 1-to-1 for water, you're good to go. It always turns out perfect. Sweet potatoes, so good. I just have one of those kind of countertop stove oven things. I do them for about an hour, just stab the crap out of it. And then I will put the Greek yogurt on top as a sour cream substitute, like I said, and then some hot sauce. Oh, delicious, especially when you pair that with flank steak and a side of asparagus, for example. Another carb to throw in the mix would be bananas. Wow, what a powerhouse. I use these especially when I'm about to play volleyball. I load up right before I play. Gosh, I just get energy for hours. And then I usually have a second one when I start to hit a wall, and I'm back in it again. Loaded with nutrients, and it's just so agreeable with my system. Blueberries would be the next one. Like I said, I usually throw those in with my Greek yogurt in the morning, or I'll do it with cottage cheese. Delicious. So that's the majority between proteins, fats, and carbs, but there are some additional things that I need to mention. What else do I have here? So I do have honey every single morning. I put that in my coffee with a really good brand, half and half. So yeah, you do see there's dairy in my diet. Does not bother me. I don't know if it's just the brands I use, but I highly recommend this Strauss brand. I do celery with the peanut butter. I also for veggies, I'm sticking with asparagus because it's a natural diuretic. I've always used that. A lot of physique competitors use that before they get stage ready. It's very effective. I do artichokes. Amazing. Broccoli, of course, steamed broccoli. Mushrooms that I eat regularly with the steak, flank steak. Here's some footage of those crackers I was talking about. Look at these ingredients. I think there's like 4 or 5, but they're so delicious. Hopefully you have them in your area. I also do the Siete brand chips. So let's get into snacks maybe as I segue into this, because I am a really snacky guy. So I'll tend to skip breakfast on certain days if I can, just so I can have certain nights to eat snacks. So I also, will have the Siete brand chips with a really good organic salsa. So delicious. And then I will also bring in apples. That's another one of my carbs if I do it in snack format, and I pair it with Dubliner cheese. Oh my God, Dubliner cheese is the best. And then I'll do kind of like a charcuterie with all of it, and it's just delicious. Something to keep in mind if you are also snacky, or maybe you have a decent amount of salt in your diet, is keep your water intake super high. I'm trying to go for a gallon a day still these days, which I almost do every single day. It's really easy on the days I play volleyball. Even if you got half a gallon a day, you'd be doing something. It's really great for your skin, and it's just keeping your system nice and flushed. Also, on the note of water, I do the reverse osmosis. I pick it up. It's like $3 for a 5-gallon, and it's amazing. Most places just locally will have that. And then I got one of those Brio water tank towers or whatever, and it keeps it nice and super cold, so it's really inviting. And what I do is I take my 40,000 volts trace minerals, and I put the electrolytes, magnesium and everything back in it by putting it into the 5-gallon before I put it back in the water tower. Some people don't realize that when you totally purify water, you strip all the trace elements out, so you want to bring that back in basically. If you struggle to drink that much water like I do, I love having a SodaStream machine. I just pop that in, and then I slice fresh lemon and lime and squeeze them together. Amazing. You really got to get one of these. And of course, with these foods, I'm having things like hot sauces and sriracha, and I use fresh garlic and onions, of course. So in my free downloadables, you'll see more meal options in there as well. Again, this video is more of a grocery haul to tell you like what I shop for source stuff and how I think of it when I go to the grocery store. I'm like, here's my proteins, here's my carbs, here's my fats. Now, I don't have a crazy sweet tooth, but it's definitely there. These are a few of my favorite sweets and treats. Oh my God, have you tried Fruit Riot? These are amazing. They're insanely low calorie and the ingredients are very minimal. They're frozen fruit. In this particular one, I think the grapes are the best. And if you love sour Skittles, oh my God, you're gonna freak when you have these. Again, they're really low calorie, amazing snack. And you've got these frozen bananas, dark chocolate. Oh my God, these are really good. And also these they're like strawberry cream. If you look at the ingredients on these, it's crazy minimal. And I just can't believe how good they are. Also very low calorie. It really helps when you have portions, at least for someone like me. And then lastly, I really love these Unreal bars. If you like Almond Joys, man, these hit the spot. They have these at Costco too, so you can get a really good deal on a big bag. Also, crazy good ingredients compared to, you know, most candies or anything like that. And I know I will get this question if I don't mention it. Do I drink alcohol? Yes, I do. I tend to go with DOCG wine. Now that is a strip along the top of a bottle of wine that indicates that it was officially imported and went through the standards that Europeans do for their wine from France and Spain and places like that. I find that it's way more agreeable for my body and my system. I can have a decent amount of wine on a weekend and feel great. I don't know, after I went to Europe a few times and I noticed how I felt when I had a wine over there, it just, I don't know, my system just agreed with it. So I look for that in stores. You'll usually find it in the areas where there's like Chiantis and Sangioveses and other fancy schmancy wine names like that, Montepulciano and stuff like that. Look for that kind of like imported section. I don't know that much. I just like have noticed that these wines are really good. So give those a shot. I will have hard alcohol and beer sparingly, but it is on weekends and I do tend to go with things like silver tequilas are agreeable with me, and then triple distilled whiskeys for whatever reason don't bother me compared to others. So again, I'm not encouraging drinking. If it's a temptation for you and it's a problem, don't do it. It's still poison at the end of the day. It's just pick your poison. Some of these are more agreeable than others. If you have your mixers, try to go with less sugary options with those mixers and keep those in mind. That's often why you won't feel good from all the sugars on the mixers. Don't forget, health is wealth.